we're going to crush our biscuits down. You need digestive biscuits, Carnation caramel because it's the most easiest way of doing it, some double cream, some bananas, or if you don't like bananas, you can still make this, and it's just called an offie. No banana. See, Banoffi, and some butter. So I'm just going to start by crushing the biscuits down. Now, a lot of people don't do it this way. They put them in a sandwich bag and they crush them down and everything. But as you know, I like to do mine this way because it gets like a lot of frustrations that I might have. And at the moment, with the situation with everything, I've got quite a lot of frustrations, like I'm sure a lot of you have. You can make your own caramel if you prefer, rather than buying it like that. All you need for that is a tin of condensed milk and some sugar, and you pop that into a saucepan and you just heat it up for about a minute, maybe 2 minutes. And then you put it in the fridge for about an hour, and when it's properly cold or chilled and everything, you can then spread it across the biscuit. But if you can get it like that, it actually does work out cheaper, because although the caramel one is slightly dearer, by the time you pay for your sugar and pay for your condensed milk, you might as well have just bought a tin of caramel. And the whole point of this channel is to make everything easier for you. So there's another way of doing it if you don't want to do it this quick and easy way. So that's the biscuits almost all crushed down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to melt my butter down, and I've got about 50, maybe 70 grams of butter in there. And we'll just make to see if that is enough. It should be enough for this amount of biscuits. And the biscuits was about half the standard packet of digestive. So I've melted the butter, and I'm just going to pour that into the biscuit mixture, stir it all around till all the biscuit is coated and covered. So there's all the biscuits all mixed into the butter. So let's move the rolling pin there. And now you're going to just put it into your tin, and you're just going to press down with the back of a spoon. Press it all the way down, a little way up to the sides there. Get it all nice and firm across the bottom. So press it down and just come up to the sides a little bit, but making sure you've got completely all the bottom of the tin done with no holes, because we don't want any of our caramel mixture seeping through to the bottom. So there we go. Once that is done, just going to pop that into the fridge now, just to chill it, and you literally just need to chill it for about 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes. So let's put that into the fridge. So that's how it is, and it's going to just go into the fridge. Right, while that's in the fridge chilling, I'm just going to whisk up my cream. Now I've got quite a big tin there, so this is actually a 284ml pot. It's slightly, although it's taller, slightly smaller amount than the normal 300ml that we would use, but that is going to be plenty. And into that cream, I'm just going to pop about 25 grams of icing sugar. In fact, I'm going to put more like 50 grams of icing sugar. It's just to sweeten it up a little bit, because double cream can be a little bit tart. But if you prefer it without sugar, then don't put it in. It's not essential, you don't have to. So now you're going to whisk this up until it just about holds its shape. So there we go. We're just going to stop it there, because it's just past holding its shape, but you don't want it actually, clot of cream thick. You just want it like that. So our base has now been in the fridge for about 15 minutes. So I'm going to just take that out. And now what I'm going to do is just open these two tins, Well, actually, we'll see how we get on with one tin. Might be because of the size of the pot, I need to use both of them, but let's just see how we get on with the one tin. So we're just going to get everything out of the tin. And it looks like we are going to need both tins. So if you were doing this slightly smaller, in say like a 6 or 7 inch tin, you would only need one tin of this caramel. But because I've got a 9 inch, oh dear, this happened to me last time, didn't it? Because I've got a 9 inch tin here, I'm going to require both tins. Alright, so now I've got the tin open, I'm going to pop the other tin into here. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to again use the back of our spoon and just spread that all across the bottom. Bring it round to the sides. Don't worry if you get bits of biscuit there, it's just where it hasn't quite set. But it will be fine because it's going back in the fridge again in a minute. So around as much as you can. So there's everything all smoothed on that. Now, if you were going to do an offie without the bananas, you would literally just put your cream on top now. But because this is a Banoffi, we are putting the bananas on. So all you need to do is just slice your bananas, and you're literally just going to pop them just all over the caramel. There's no right or wrong way of doing it, just pop them all across. Slice them as thin or as thick as you'd like to. If you're not very good at slicing or chopping, then get somebody to help you do it. But like I said, it doesn't matter if you have thin ones like that or if you have thick ones like that. It really doesn't matter. So there's all the bananas put across the top. Now what we're going to do is get our cream and just pop our cream all over the top of the bananas. So like I said, this was a 284ml pot, so it will be enough, but if you want a tad more cream, then use a 300ml pot. Just this is all I could get today. So we'll just pop that on there. And then we're just going to spread that across the top of the bananas. Just filling in the edges there. So closing up the edges. All the way around. So we're just going to go all the way around, like I said, right up to the edges till all the bananas are covered, and that way they won't go discoloured. Just tidy it up a bit. There we go. And now all we're going to do is we're just going to grate a little bit of chocolate over the top here. So it just it says here, peel here, so there we go. So now we don't want an awful lot of chocolate, so I'm just going to break off the 6 squares, and then you're just going to grate that chocolate onto the top of the cream. And then this is going to go back into the fridge just to chill. You're going to chill that for about 2 hours, and it should be ready to go for you. So let's just tidy these bits up here. So there you go, everybody. A nice and easy and quick homemade Banoffi pie. So there you go, that was just a quick short this week. Hopefully next week we'll be back to doing a more productive recipe, and Christopher and Paul should be with me next week, hopefully. So until then, stay safe everybody, have a good week. Cheerio, my dearios, and I'll see you next week. Bye.